but 40 or 50 were just sort of lying out there on the sides. And they just molded in the dew and the rain and so forth for 200 years. And then about 1827, the British ambassador, Lord Elgin, bribed enough people to get permission to take these marble pieces of the frieze on board ship back to London. And that's how they eventually ended up in the British Museum. And they depict scenes from Greek life, including scenes of Olympus depicting the gods, the Olympics, the Athenian cavalry, market scenes in Athens on a normal day. And it's done in the most stunningly beautiful relief you've ever seen. And it was all done by video. And you see one of the gods, for example, Zeus on a toga, and it's pleated. And you have the feeling that you could just take the hem of his garment and just pull it out like that. But you can't, of course, because it's marble. But it looks that real. And they're all there on display. And the curators of the museum have understood for 150 years that it is not possible for you to stand in front of a frieze longer than 15 seconds. It overwhelms you. It's so beautiful that you can't stand. Your knees give out. So they put benches, velvet cushion benches in front of each frieze, so that when your knees start to give way, you can sit down and you don't have to sit on the floor. But when you look at one of these frieze, you'll look at it for 15 seconds. You have to turn your head away for a while, and then you can turn back and look at it again. But you can't stare at it longer than 15 seconds. It's too much. It's like looking into some of the interior parts of paradise. That's there for you. And the British Museum costs $5 to get in. And it is arguably the most interesting place on the planet. So try to spend a day. You'll want to spend 3 days when you get in there, but that's where all the great Athenian pottery is, and everything that you ever want to see is in the British Museum. People talk about going to the Louvre in Paris. The Louvre is here. The British Museum is here. And the nice thing about the British Museum is that everything in London is frightfully expensive, especially since the dollar's so
Bless you.
A hamburger is $7.50, $8. That's at McDonald's in London. Go and order scotch in a restaurant or a bar, $12, $15 for a scotch. But you can eat for a very reasonable amount in the cafeteria of the British Museum. It's actually good food. You spend one of the great days of your life spend in the British Museum. And then what I would suggest you do, 38 blocks away, you can walk down to the Savoy. Go there at 4:15 and have tea. And order the regular array of the pastries that come with tea, but order their finger sandwiches. Order a selection of their finger sandwiches like that. And they are the most delicious things. They have about 8 different ones. They're world famous for their finger sandwiches. But you can't eat just one. Bet you won't stop with 2. And the combinations of things that they use, you'll think you've died and gone to heaven. But my advice, take with you your significant other, but bring money to the Savoy. They stopped giving it away on the basis of good looks and personality the day before I got there. So